Ron Blubbered. Big fan of your videos. Thanks for sharing so much about your personal experiences. I was wondering, how did L. Ron say he learned about Xenu? I can understand how Scientologists could believe that he came up with techniques to overcome personal issues, but I can't understand how they could believe that he had knowledge of something that explained in so much detail events that happened a billion years ago. Yeah, this is a real interesting one because Hubbard never did explain how it was that he came up with this. And what he did was he talked about how he did research, and everybody knew that when he was on his ship in 1967, that he had a room he would go into, and I think I talked about this a few episodes ago, where he would just go in the room and turn on his meter and sort of sit there and mentally, cogitate on things. But that was how he did his research. So really, he just dreamed this stuff up. That's how he did it. But Scientologists believe that Hubbard was so good at his ability to audit himself, right, to do Scientology to himself, and through those procedures that he was able to do research by recalling things that had happened way back, millions and millions and trillions of years ago, and applying procedures to himself that he had formulated, various procedures, various questions that he would ask himself, and various things he would do with the e-meter and look at the needle and see what it was doing in response to the questions. And that led him somehow to uncover this horrible trap that nobody else had ever, been able to uncover. And because Hubbard was so amazing and such a genius and so supercharged as a spiritual being, right? He was so amazing that somehow he was able to overcome what nobody else was able to do. And Scientologists believe this, and they really don't ask too many more questions than that. There is an issue called Keeping Scientology Working where Hubbard specifically says, we will not, get into how it was that I came to rise above the bank, right? The bank being all the sordid, horrible stuff in your mind. He said, yeah, we won't get into answering that question as to how I did it. Let's just be happy that I did, right? And it's all brushed off. It's totally brushed off. There's never an answer given as to how it was that L. Ron Hubbard, out of all the people in the universe, was somehow able to overcome these spiritual and mental traps that nobody else could. And Scientologists just pretty much don't go there and thank their lucky stars that he was as brilliant as he was.